Bad Wolf has puffed his last huff. That's right, he met his untimely demise. He was a clear case of being the getter getting got. That's right, Milwaukee News gotta have at least one animal story. Big Bad met his untimely demise at the home of a Mr. Paul P. Pig of Pig's Constructions. It is rumored that Mr. Big Bad Wolf had terrorized the Pig brothers for many years, and the news came to us just recently that the police have been quoted as saying Mr. Big Bad Wolf, quote, had it coming, end quote. Just want to fill you in with a little backstory to these Pig brothers and this ongoing vendetta. The Pig brothers were raised the old school way, corn-fed. When leaving their home to go out and make their way, they left their mom and they promised her that they would do all within their power to make good. First, there was the younger brother, Mr. Pork Edward, or as he's called, Pork E. Went out and built his house out of straw. Well, now, young Pork E was the kind of guy, was just kind of like a get-along guy, just a get-by guy. You know, he said, geez, you know, I'll just make it out of straw, keep my extra dough so I can, you know, spend it on partying. He was quoted as actually saying, I want to build my house out of straw so that I can just have enough to keep out the chill while I chill. Then there was his brother, Peter Pig, who was satisfied just to be better than Mr. Porky. That made him feel better about himself. And it was known to say, I built my house out of wood. Wood beats straw anytime. And was indeed impressed with himself. Well, there was Mr. Paul Pig of Pig Constructions. He was diligent, always had a spirit of excellence, always went above and beyond the call of duty. Paul built his house out of brick. Not just any brick, but fired brick. Oak beams in construction. He had a pine deck in the back and an advanced state-of-the-art ADT security system. Well, as life would have it, it has come to all of us. The wolf eventually came to his door. You know what it is to have the wolf at your door? Sometimes it's a financial challenge. Sometimes it might be a health problem where you have long-term health can eat away from you financially and emotionally. Well, as what happened, the wolf showed up at the door of young Pork Edward, or as we call him, Pork E. And he summoned him. He served notice to Mr. Porky. He said, Pork Edward Pig, I am Mr. Big Bad Wolf. Let me in. Or I will huff and most certainly puff and blow your house down. Well, Mr. Pork Edward was not impressed. He said, yeah, what you been smoking, man? You can't blow my house down. Well, Big Bad Wolf reached back and he huffed and he puffed and he blew the straw house down, much to Porky's dismay. He leaped up, ran out, and went over to his brother's house, Peter. Well, hotly pursued by Mr. Big Bad Wolf, who showed up again. All right. Porky, Peter, I know you're in there. Open up, let me in. And Peter said, ha! Get lost, Big Bad Wolf. This house is made of wood, and everybody knows wood better than straw. Well, Big Bad Wolf huffed and puffed as promised. And the house that framed little wood shack came tumbling down. And Porky and Peter scurried over to their brother, Paul. Well, Paul, of course, had solid construction, met to Union Code. Look for the Union label is my motto. And so Paul had it constructed. And here comes the big bad wolf. And he's, okay, Porky, Peter, Paul, come on. Now, do I have to tell you what's going to happen? You're going to let me in, hand over the pigs, nobody has to get hurt. Or I will huff and puff, and you know what I'm going to do. Blow this joint down. Well, he huffed and he puffed. He huffed and he puffed. He huffed, he puffed. He huffed, he puffed. Let me in, just let me in. Well, Big Bad, or BB as he's normally called, got a great idea. I know what I'll do. I'll climb up and come through the chimney. The old through the chimney trick. Well, Paul, being a prepared guy, spirit of excellence, always ready for anything, had a huge cauldron of boiling water sitting in the fireplace. And old Big Bad Wolf slid through the chimney and kaplash right into the boiling water and became an instant huff and puff stew. Little white potatoes, bell peppers, a little cilantro, some cayenne to give it a kick. Tastes just like chicken. Well, as we see, it pays to be a spirit of excellence. It pays to prepare. And so not only did Mr. Paul P. Pig of Pig's Constructions beat the wolf off from his door, but he also enjoyed a tidy profit because now he was renting to Porky and Brother Peter. And yes, you guessed it, from time to time, Porky had to beg Peter to pay Paul.